Although the recipe seemed simple, Jonas managed to blank the instructions, resulting in a dish so salty it was almost blank. When faced with a two-blank question like this one, the first thing we'll do is read the full sentence and try to understand its overall meaning, even with both words missing. Then, before looking at the choices, we'll try filling each blank with our own simple placeholder word based on the context. Often, the structure of the sentence will give us a clue about how the two blanks relate to one another, whether the sentence is showing contrast, cause and effect, or adding two similar ideas. After that, we'll take a look at the choices. Because each option gives us a pair of words, both words in the pair must fit our sentence. If one word doesn't fit, we can mark that entire choice off. With this in mind, let's take a closer look at our sentence. We see that although the recipe seemed simple, Jonas still managed to do something to the instructions. The word although sets up a contrast for us. Because the recipe is described as simple, whatever Jonas did must have been a mistake or a misinterpretation. Then we're told his mistake resulted in a dish so salty it was almost something. And as it's never the goal to make a dish too salty, we can assume that this is a negative word. With this in mind, we might fill the blanks with something like, Jonas managed to mess up the instructions, resulting in a dish so salty it was almost inedible. Now that we have our placeholder ideas, let's take a look at our choices. A. Misread the instructions, an overpowering dish. Misread fits our context well. If Jonas misread simple instructions, that could easily lead to a mistake with the salt. Overpowering also works here. A dish so salty it was almost overpowering makes sense, as overpowering refers to a flavor that is too strong. As both words fit our sentence, this is likely our answer, but we'll take a look at our remaining choices just to be sure. B. Overlook the instructions, a harmless dish. Overlook means to miss or ignore something. While it is possible to overlook a step, it doesn't directly match the idea of misunderstanding simple instructions as clearly as misread does. More than that, harmless does not work with so salty it was almost harmless. A dish that is overly salty would not be described as harmless in the flavor sense. Because the second word doesn't fit, we can mark this choice off. C. Follow the instructions, an inedible dish. Follow goes directly against our sentence. If Jonas followed the instructions, he wouldn't have made a mistake. While inedible could match the idea of the dish turning out badly, the first word eliminates this choice. This pair can be marked off. D. Reinterpret the instructions, a delectable dish. Reinterpret suggests Jonas chose to intentionally modify or creatively rethink the instructions, which doesn't match the idea that he managed to do something wrong. Furthermore, delectable means delicious, which cannot describe a dish ruined by too much salt. Neither word fits, so we can mark this choice off. And E. Simplify the instructions, a bland dish. Simplify doesn't match our context. Jonas isn't simplifying instructions, he's misunderstanding them. Bland means lacking strong flavor, which is the opposite of overly salty. Because both words contradict the sentence, we can mark this choice off and mark our original answer, choice A, as our final answer.